The squad battles week is reset, so when better to tell you how you can get the max points in this game mode. Today I'm going to be showing you how anyone can get Elite 1 and what you need to do to walk away with these rewards every single week. So make sure to drop a like down below and subscribe, because at the same time next week I'll be showing you how to beat Ultimate. And of course, if you're on mobile, make sure to hype the video. So first of all, rank 1 to 200 is going to be in the Ultimate video. The reason being, you have to play most of your games on Ultimate to even touch rank 1 and 200. For those of you who haven't been in Elite before, what happens is when you hit Elite 1, you get this bar on the screen that's going to show you where you are in between that and the rank 1 of 200. You are miles off. I think Elite 1 usually finishes just above 30k. You know, some weeks it's up, some weeks it's down. But if we say, let's say imagine it's 35k. If you hit 35k, you are like 30,000 points off of top 200. You have to do unspeakable things in order to get there. It is a very, very tough watch, but Elite 1 is absolutely not. An Elite 1 is attainable for, in my opinion, every single player. So let's go off of the games that I've currently got. Obviously, most weeks you're going to get 2 featured squads. You're going to have a total of 16 matches to play. Now, if we have a look at how the squads are usually laid out, we've got a 16 chemistry team here. We have a Cam in goal. He's 5'11", so he's not even 6 foot. And we have a very poor side. What will I play this on? Now, if I was in a duo, and we will obviously discuss this more in the video on beating Ultimate. If I was in a duo, I'd play that on Ultimate. Absolutely. Right now, AI is better than it has ever been in FC. I don't think people look at the implications of how much that affects squad battles. It really, really does. Teams that I would beat on Legendary usually, I am struggling against. And I have been beat by World Class for the first time in years in FIFA this week. So that's something you really need to bear in mind. Usually look at a squad like this and say, wow, right, Legendary, it's going to be too hard. We'll go World Class. We might only win it, 2-1. But we'll still win the game. That is a lot harder now. Now, a game like this, obviously, still comfortable. I'm going to do Legendary for that. And a team like this, where you've got one sick player and then mostly poor players, once again, I'm still going to do Legendary for that. But on the one squad per set that is unspeakable, then you will not sacrifice Elite by doing this in Professional and ticking all the boxes that you need to score the most points in a match. So let's touch on that. How can you score the most points? What is the checklist? Well, I'm going to have it on screen for you. That is the checklist. So save this video, add it to your watch later, come back when you are doing squad battles to make sure you're ticking the boxes. Now, this tick list is imperative. You must tick every box on this to get the maximum amount of points. Let's go on a game where I know I'm going to tick this off regardless of the ranking. So Legendary here is still going to be tough and probably not best for an example on a video, but for my main squad, I've been doing objectives a lot in squad battles, and I have found that it does mean it's a little bit harder. So if you're doing objectives, don't expect to get everything ticked off. Obviously, sometimes it's better to have the objective done and maybe miss a few points, but if you want max points, you need all the objectives. So you have to weigh up what's better for you in the moment. Now, one thing you might not know is there is kind of a squad battles glitch to hold the ball at the moment with a player with Bruiser or Enforcer. So bear that in mind. It's something that actually really, really works. With Vidic, for me, is definitely the better way to go. Now, one thing you've got to remember as well is passing is your best friend. It's not going to be dribbling around the squad battles AI. The squad battles AI is better than it's ever been. Playing on Legendary against a good squad is genuinely harder than you will find FUT champs. And I sincerely mean that. So passing is your friend. Keep those passes going. Obviously, don't be offside. That doesn't really help. And if you would be so kind to do a little extra to help out the video, down below there's a new feature on YouTube which is called Hype. If enough of you hype this video, we can hit the leaderboards and it will push the channel further, and I can create more and better content for you. While you're down there, don't forget to like and subscribe. And remember, if you select a difficulty, so like me here, and you do struggle with it, not struggle to win, but struggle to tick off the boxes, sometimes it is better to go to a lower difficulty and tick off every box than it is to go to a higher one and get a 4-1 win. Because even conceding one goal does significantly affect the amount of points that you are going to get. So we're getting in those passes that we are so needing, and losing the ball as well. There we go. And Torres is ruining it for us. Now remember, you need corners as well as shots on target. You need corners. So audacious shots are not a bad idea. Realistically, we need 10 shots on target and we need 10 corners. So something that the goalkeeper's got to parry is a good idea. And remember, we're looking for about 3 goals a half, roughly. If you get 3 in the first half, it just means you have less to focus on in the second half. Now, this is a terrible half for me. I've not actually done pretty much anything we're looking to do. So maybe I might have to show you on Professional. It really doesn't help that the AI is playing Haramble. You can see we've got like 10 players. How many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 players sat in the box. They really are using everyone's tactics. There we go. At least we got ourselves another corner. Now remember, obviously not ticking every single box, but contributing to them is still going to help with your score. You know times are tough when I'm having to do full subs against squad battles. If that doesn't show you how bad the game is because of AI, I've just gone 0-0 with squad battles after 120 minutes. Now, we're just going to go right on every single pen because I don't think squad battles actually changes the way it goes. I think now you are pretty much guaranteed a win with pens. I mean, I'm really disappointed with that. So if we look at what world class should get you, you're looking at 1500. I've lost basically a third of that because we didn't score. We didn't tick any of those boxes. So what we're going to do, it's impossible to win a game of FIFA with a team like this. But when your coin balance is low and so is your bank balance, how can you afford your favorite players? That's where top 1% trading comes in. The #1 premium Discord in FC26, ready to make you millions of coins again and making your dream team a reality. We're going to take this game on professional. We're going to tick all the boxes and we'll compare the score at the start and finish. I'm not going to bore you with watching the game, but we're going to tick every box and you start off with 900 points basically. So let's see what we finish off by doing everything. Also, make sure you do not go same kits. It is the worst thing imaginable. So you can see the difference in how much easier this is, which is stupid because there shouldn't be that much of a jump up, but EA suck and AI is just more important than anything else now. Now your best bet for corners is what I've been doing at the moment. Get a corner, pass the ball to someone like Rashford here, pass it back out to Tevez, and again, and you just want to take a very silly, outlandish shot. Not something you're expecting to go in, but something they're going to have to parry or push out for a corner. And what we do want to make sure we are aware of is where we're at in terms of our percentage of possession. So at the minute, we need to up that a little bit. We've had 12 shots. We don't have on target, but we get an idea that we're pretty close there. Corners, we've had 4, so we need 6 more. We are at 60 passes. So we're ticking a lot of boxes, but we want more shots. What we are going to do is put all of our midfielders on defend, just so that they're not getting caught out. And we're going to put all of our attackers on outright attack. Now, the easiest thing to do is to tick off that goal so that you're not worried about that. And then you can focus on the more fiddly things where you've got to faff around a bit to actually tick the boxes. Obviously, all the while remembering, if you concede, you are losing a ton of the points that you will get for completing everything. And there we go. We've taken 2 shots. I don't think post counts as on target. And there we go, another corner. So that's really the easiest way to get these. As I say, because we've ticked off those goals, we can really focus on the more stupid objectives. I say stupid, it's just silly that they're part of the tick boxes, in my opinion. And the reason we're not really bothering actually trying to score goals is at this point, the goals you've scored, you've maxed out that kind of bonus. You might find that if you win 10-0, you're going to get a high score, but it's probably because you've ticked off a load of the other boxes in the process. Now, be vigilant at the end because there is nothing squad battles likes more than messing up your score in the last minute. You can see bro's just trying not to parry anymore. It's like they know that you're close to the scores. And they've tackled me just to stop me getting that final corner. So let's have a look where we finished up before we advanced to see the score. So match facts, we had 100 passes. It looks like that's all right. So we got the 100 passes. We got 22 shots. So I can imagine we did get the 10 on target. Corners, we got 8. So very nearly there. Possession was 50-50. So we missed 10% on the possession. We missed 2 of the corners. So not completely missing out on those, but definitely not exactly what you'd want. We gained 300 points on the match total. So we would have probably gained another 150 had we got that extra 10% and those 2 corners, because that ticks all the boxes. So we can see there instantly, we got more than a 350 point bonus there for just ticking all those boxes. We actually got more than playing on world class, which is the level above, against a much harder team because we just didn't tick any of the boxes there. So you can see the difference. It's actually almost good that we messed up that game so badly because you can see the difference in what happens when you actually tick these boxes. Now, don't forget to subscribe. We've got how to beat Ultimate, how to get top 200, and of course, how to beat Legendary coming in the next week. So make sure to subscribe or you'll miss all that good stuff.